Speaking of a show that kicks ass and was recommended by Kevin, let's talk about Skeleton Crew episode 3.
Oh, can't get enough. Nothing better.
I want to sit there and say I feel 100% vindicated about the Old Republic bullshit, where I was like, this is the Old Republic, and this thing has been off the grid for like 1,000 fucking years.
But I also said that.
Yeah, but Kevin and Duffy argued with me about it.
Kevin and Duffy?
Kevin and fucking Duffy.
Both
two sides of that schizophrenic coin.
Both were arguing with me.
The one that's nice to me and the one that calls me an idiot all the time.
And a gypsy.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Fuck
basically
you guys.
basically that's what you and I were saying, and Duffy was like, no. Meanwhile, Duggan is a little confused on the timeline itself.
Yeah.
And what canon is. But
dude, it totally fucking makes sense now because when the owl was looking up everything and she gets the tag off of
the backpack.
Yeah, what the fuck's her name again? It's Wheat or something like that.
Shit bum.
Forget her name.
She's my least favorite.
Yeah, least favorite. She's definitely a snob. But yeah, I definitely talking. So this goes back way the old shit.
Oh yeah,
she pulls out that map with the 6 fucking planets, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, John.
Well, we learned about Coruscant, Alderaan. She's like, Alderaan. What do you mean? You guys don't know about the war then?
you guys don't know about the war? Wait, what war? Oh,
Yeah,
the one where they fucking blew up Alderaan and is now just a pile of rocks floating through space. That one.
Yeah, so this thing has been off the grid for like 1,000+ years.
Oh my god, completely separated.
Yeah,
from the world, and she basically said, the owl lady with the fingers. She basically said that like there were 6 of these planets, and they destroyed 5 of them. So at Aden is the only one that's left, and it's just so well hidden.
I found it.
I don't even remember what the fuck you were looking for.
The Zack Snyder.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Proceed.
To this.
Okay, so on Netflix, his movie 300 is on there, and it's gonna come off of the service at the end of the month. And one of the titles is 300 will be turned into a TV series. It said Snyder had plans to continue the 300 franchise with another sequel. He wanted to conclude the film trilogy with a film following Alexander the Great. However, during the development, he turned the story into a different project named Blood and Ashes, which is not a direct sequel to the previous 2 installments. Warner Brothers did not approve. So this motherfucker gets approved for something. He goes AWOL like he does, and Warner Brothers goes, nah, just scrap the whole fucking thing. So he gets these awesome ideas, and he's like, he sells this idea, and Warner Brothers is like, bastard, I'm in, sign me up. And then a month later or 2 months later, they call and they go, hey Zach, how you doing? And he goes, yeah, about Alexander the Great, I got a way better story you guys are gonna love. And they don't love it, and it just ruins things that people could do. Like,
why would he transition from like Sparta, because that's what the first 2 were.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then go to Alexander the Great.
That's great.
Now, my history isn't too well versed on that far back, so I don't know how close they are in time. I can look it up.
There's a couple hundred years in between these.
I mean,
there's a considerable amount of time between these stories.
900 BCE to 146 BCE.
So Alexander the Great was the king of Macedonia.
Yeah, what's the time period?
He was born in 356 BC and died in 323 BC. He was 32 years old.
So, I mean, a couple hundred years do pass, so it's not like out of the realm of a big stretch for that crazy asshole, but it's not as fluid as it could be. That you could do like the Golden Age or fucking some bullshit.
I mean, Leonidas, ascended the throne in 489 BC. So that was quite some time.
It's like 100 years later.
Yeah, see, there's like a little Spartan timeline right there.
Yeah.
Were the Spartans conquered by Alexander the Great? Were they part of the Macedonian?
Didn't the fucking the Thebes that ended them? And then the Roman conquest of Greece in 146 BCE.
Alexander the Great did not conquer Sparta. While he conquered most of Greece, Sparta largely remained independent and never fell under his direct rule, choosing instead to join the League of Corinth, which Alexander established, effectively bringing them under the influence without a military conquest.
Oh, so they're close enough, I guess.
But that would be a lame fucking movie.
I know.
I mean,
there's
that
no
would
action.
be like
They
that
just
would be
roll
like
over.
Gladiator removing everything that happens in the gladiator ring.
Right.
That's what that movie would be.
See, what they should have done is the first Olympics. I just saw that. That would have been a cool fucking movie. Oh, speaking of Olympics, total fucking swerve here. Secret level, that fucking episode with Schwarzenegger on the island that he never dies. I thought that
I
was,
haven't watched it yet.
oh,
Don't
God
talk
damn
about
it,
it.
Dan.
We're
John,
talking about Skeleton Crew,
I'm
episode
sorry. I
3.
was really excited about Schwarzenegger never dying.
I was surprised. I was surprised that owl lady was voiced by Alia Shawkat.
Oh wow, really?
I'm not even going to pretend I know who that is.
You do. Have you ever watched Arrested Development?
No.
It's better than not watching Seinfeld. I will say that.
I've never watched that either.
That's what it's saying. At least that.
You know who Alia Shawkat is.
I
Alia
probably
Shawkat.
do. I
I'm surprised that you don't know her by name. I'm getting a picture of her for you to view.
I'm
Oh,
a very
that's not
visual
the-
person.
I think the reason why I'm so surprised is because the owl lady sounds so old and she is not.
She looks familiar.
She looks familiar.
Looks like she stood behind a screen door and someone threw shit at her.
Looks familiar is what John says.
What else would I know her from?
Arrested Development, Whip It, the Do It, the To-Do List.
I always get her confused and think that she was Lava Girl, but she's not. I always
She's
think
not.
she is though.
No. John, I don't know what you've seen. She's been in a ton.
Was she in The Bear? I forget.
No. She's been in a ton of stuff. You've seen her around.
I probably have.
You've seen her around town. Getting
You've
caught.
seen her around, John.
I've
Come
done that. I
on,
have.
John. She was in Pee-wee's Big Holiday.
That's the one, Joe.
Hey, I've seen that.
I think she was just a. Why does it say Pee-wee's Big Holiday came out in 2016?
It's a remake.
No.
It was Pee-wee's last morgue stand.
Oh no, Pee-wee's Big Holiday was a Netflix special. Sorry. I was getting that confused with the one where he turns into a creepy raper type person.
That's real life.
No, he just jacked it in a theater. That I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure everybody was jacking it in.
Yeah,
Wasn't
it's
it a Jack theater?
It's that's some bullshit that he got hit.
It was
up
a
on.
whack shack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Black Shack, right?
Yeah, and they did a sting on it. He got caught because he was just a person of influence in that. He got fucking sold down the river on that one. I sit there and say that's some bullshit.
Was there
However-
evidence of him actually jacking off?
I mean, I don't
I mean,
know.
he
I
had
was- I
lube
wasn't
all
there.
over his penis, so
His shoes were definitely sticky.
You can
yeah,
have lube on your penis. That doesn't mean you're jacking off. I need proof.
it means something.
There's no
But,
way
like-
to know it's what you can prove in court.
Going back to Skeleton Crew,
Yeah, Jesus.
We always take a tangent somewhere.
do we think that Jude Law's character is a force sensitive at this point, or is he just a fucking complete charlatan?
No, I
I
was.
think he's a fucking charlatan.
I think he's force sensitive.
I agree.
Because
think it's
I
a
mean,
shot.
I feel like if he was a Charlotte, like when would he have time to like set up the ability to turn the lights off in a ship that he's never been in that is basically falling apart?
Let me rephrase this. He probably has the ability to do force-like things, but he ain't no fucking Jedi. He just
No,
doesn't-
that's what we're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
not a
that's not-
Jedi, but he is force sensitive,
he's a
meaning
dude
that
who's
he
just bred
can.
it up and he does a couple of tricks. I think. I think
Yeah.
he's a shyster. That's why he needs to
Yeah,
know.
like
things.
he's not about to use like a force pulse to knock down like a
Smeagol.
battalion of fucking droid bots.
No, he can
Droid-
make lights flicker
droid
and things
army.
move. He's like a basic
you know, the
Jedi.
battle droids.
Yes. Did we
I did
win?
enjoy that little Easter egg of the battle droid. Yeah.
Did we win? Pop.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, great.
There was something else I was gonna say. I was gonna say something. I was gonna say it about this.
Jude Law, the battle droid.
Oh, SM-33.
SM-33.
Shmee.
Ah, he's fantastic.
He really is.
I can tell you they're from somewhere. And then he just walks away, and then you hear him clanking back.
I.
Like, what the fuck is he doing? He is
Such a corrupted droid.
He is. And you wonder, is it what he's been through, or is he corrupt because he has that thing living in his eye hole?
I think it's the fucking thing in his eye hole. It's eating away at his fucking circuits.
Yeah.
He's getting Ratatouille.
It's gnawing on circuits and rewiring stuff, but at the same time, it's pissing and shitting all up in the works, and it's causing something to go wrong.
Oh, no shit, right? But like, that ship is it's such disrepair. The fact that he just goes in, he goes like this, and he goes, okay, and this throws the button backwards. You're like, Jesus. And he wrecks that fucking shipyard.
Yeah.
Oh,
they have a pretty good head start because I don't think anybody's getting out of that fucking thing. Mother Moses, Wolfenstein, and Steve Urkel from Star Trek are not getting out of there anytime soon.
Dude, the cable whip was so fucking awesome when it was back in the port.
Have you ever seen the video of a mooring line snap from like a cruise ship?
It's fucking terrifying.
Oh my god. And that's with gravity. Imagine that happening without gravity.
Dude,
because that's what fucking happened in that.
The opening scene for Ghost Ship is like the most craziest fucking thing ever. That whole scene is nuts.
No, it's rough.
Oh,
that poor girl.
But then again, Neil saves the day in this episode for me, because when they're sitting in the ship and Jude Law is eating his soup, whatever. Neil's just sitting there and his stomach's going, grr, and he's just sitting there, and he gives the ball to the robot. He goes, clean this. He walks away, and Neil just sprints over to the fucking food.
Dude,
that's so funny.
See, I disagree. That entire scene was made by SM-33, right?
Oh, that
he looks down at the ball and goes, fuck off.
Yeah, I'm not cleaning this shit.
I think it was pretty sweet. So when the X-Wings were coming in, and Neil gets to fly the ship, KB is working the light speed, and then he puts the other two in the guns, where it's like now they're actually like a real fucking crew. Like everybody has a job right now, and they're all doing something. I was like, nice.
Can we establish that they are just spraying and praying? They're not using the target lock system at all.
Nope, they're up there.
There's like a reticle on this bitch.
That's what it looks like when I play Call of Duty.
It's just terrible. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
At the end of the day, that's what you wanted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You didn't want to be shooting down any New Republic X-Wings.
But at the same time, I was like, the X-Wings going ahead and using ion blasters to go and disable part of the engines. I was like, fuck yeah, now we get to finally see them use ion blasters for once.
Yeah.
Didn't
work though. I mean, a little bit. It was just kind of bogged it down for a second.
No,
it was good. I'm excited for episode 4. I'm going to go on my soapbox again. Fuck you, Disney Plus. What is the deal with releasing fantastic new content and saying new episodes every Tuesday, but for us people on the East Coast, you're like, every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Yeah. Just go fuck yourself.
100%.
Enjoy watching this tomorrow. Yeah. You have fucking lives.
Just say fucking Wednesdays.
Or just don't do it at fucking 9 o'clock. Why can't you be like every other streaming service that says new episode on X day, and when it hits midnight of that day, it's there.
Or at least you do something. Don't make me wait all fucking day for it.
The question I have for you is, which bounty hunters do you think they're gonna throw at the actual skeleton crew? You think you're gonna get like a Bosk or anything else like that?
You're gonna get Boba Fett.
Nah, I don't think they're gonna bring Fett into this.
I could definitely see an IG unit coming up somewhere because we've had IG-88. IG-88's dead at this point, right?
Oh yeah, well
Yeah.
that's just the model, but yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But IG-11 showed up in Mandalorian.
Right.
So I could see an IG unit being used somewhere. Who else is alive? We know Boba Fett's alive, but is that even the same?
I want to
frame?
say Dengar is still alive.
Is he the lizard guy?
No, that's
No,
Bosk.
that's Bosk.
What about like
Dengar's
a rogue Mandalorian?
Dengar's the one with the
like the
towel wrapped around his head.
yes.
What a lame fucking bounty hunter.
It's Dengar, baby.
Yeah, I know. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I mean it's just.
I mean, he put a bounty on his head, so there's gonna be bounty hunters coming
Yeah.
after them.
Now it's just a matter of who.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to see a tie-in to Boba Fett.
What about like a rogue Mandalorian? I said that, but I don't think anybody heard me.
I mean,
are
yes and no.
Mandalorians really bounty hunters?
I mean, kind of. Yes and no, right? They take jobs for money, so technically, if it's a bounty, yes, they'll take that. They're bounty hunters, but otherwise, I mean, it's up in the air. And by how the last season of Mandalorian ended, probably not.
Yeah.
You know,
Although we could get a younger Din Djarin.
Ooh.
well, I guess that's where this comes into play now. Is where does the Mandalorian and Skeleton Crew line up on the actual timeline?
I have no fucking clue.
See, I don't fucking know either. So,
like, we knew all about like where the planet went,
right?
How long it's been there
this was
for?
a couple of years after the last Star Wars, or did I imagine that?
I honestly have no fucking clue.
Can't remember.
So it's before. It's definitely happening before the newer Star Wars trilogy because that's when the New Order rises, and we're still in the New Republic during Skeleton Crew.
Takes place about 5 years after the events of the Return of the Jedi.
Ah,
Okay.
so 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
So how long did it take Boba Fett to crawl out of the Sarlacc pit and take control of Tatooine?
I have no idea.
5 years.
Okay, so I'm looking at a thing right now, right? So Return of the Jedi, is there? It doesn't really fucking say whereabouts it's supposed to be.
I like that idea though, because at least we have a time frame. So like you said, Boba Fett could be waddling his fat ass out of the.
So this is supposed to be before the First Order.
Fucking novel. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's before the First Order, but after the original Star Wars trilogy.
Ah.
So the question is, how long in between are we talking?
From the last Star Wars to the new.
For like, so because Return of the Jedi was basically when the New Republic kind of won.
Yep.
So they're doing all the New Republic shit. My God, there's so much fucking shit in here,
dude. It's outrageous.
That's crazy. I know.
Like, I mean, this thing that I'm looking at is even doing like books and shit.
So Skeleton Crew is like right along the same time frame as The Force Awakens, right around that area of.
Yeah.
For real?
Apparently, yeah. Looking at this timeline.
I feel like there would be more time in between that. I don't know how to read this fucking thing.
So at this point in time, Leia is still alive, right?
Yes, Leia's still alive.
Yeah. Okay. So would that mean that Harrison Ford still alive too?
Yes, Han Solo would be still alive.
But Oh wait, no, yeah. Okay, never mind.
Mhm.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, but is it the young Han Solo? I was like, oh wait, no, we already said that it was after. It's just a good way to bring him back in.
I want it to be like a black Chewbacca, like a black bear.
What about a Jedi Chewbacca?
There was
that's-
there's black what the fuck is his name? He's the Boba Fett.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Cranston or some shit?
Kirstanson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a
Stan.
little
action figure of him over there.
Yeah.
I saw him at Target. He was like $6, and I said, "Yeah, okay."
Done. But yeah, no. Skeleton Crew's gonna be real interesting. I want to see where it goes towards the end of it and everything else. I don't know how many episodes it's gonna be.
My guess is 10.
My guess, yeah, that seems pretty solid. My guess would be is because you don't really hear about Adden or anything else like that in the First Order, just in general. I don't think this place goes ahead and is revealed in the slightest, just in general.
So you think that they're wandering, or do you think they get home and they remain hidden?
I think they get home, remain hidden.
All right.
I don't think they end up getting home.
You don't think they get home?
Well, I also
Not
don't think the supervisor is a
episodes.
real. I also don't think the supervisor is a real fucking person.
No.
Not a fucking chance. It's an artificial intelligence for sure.
Oh, 100%.
You know. So,
Who's to say that this fucking place at Adden is even what we consider good? What if it's like a society that thinks they're good, but was hidden because they're building fucking technology that's like tainted?
well, I mean, they are still kind of super advanced for what they are because of what they are off the grid and nobody's ever fucking found them based on the
Right.
barrier, right? So there's that. I mean, and the reason why everybody wants to find them is because they have a treasure trove of not just old Republic credits, but they have a treasure trove of technology that's not around. yet.
Right.
You
Like
know?
Atlantis type shit.
Yeah. So, it's got a lot of possibilities. You know, I mean, they could have if they're able to put out security droids like they are, like the safety droids that they have, right? You could probably push out tons of droids out of that fucking place and making a whole other army out of that place. You know.
I want to see the
Right.
real evil. Like, when's the real bad guy in this fucking show? Right now, it's just like a couple of asshole bounty hunters.
It depends. Like if you go into Star Wars Legends, there's the Vong that are wicked bad. They use
I
on
was like, when's that?
So John,
Yeah.
according to what I just found, you said that this is taking place 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
That's what it said on the phone. Yeah. If I could be wrong.
So Return of the Jedi is 4 ABY.
Yes.
The Mandalorian takes place 9 ABY, which is 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
So we may see Din Djarin
It's entirely
show up
possible.
as one of the bounty hunters, and at the same time, Boba Fett is also 9 ABY. So this is the same time as the Book of Boba Fett and the Mandalorian.
We're always good for a Boba Fett. I need to see it.
So it's entirely possible.
Oh, and Ahsoka takes place in 9 ABY.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but she goes to another fucking galaxy.
Yeah, this is actually this officially has it. It actually has Skeleton Crew hanging out here in 9 ABY. So
Cool.
it's all happening at the same time.
And if you don't know what I might be wrong about this, but if you don't know what ABY stands for, Duggan, it's after the Battle of Yavin.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can tell you fucking care.
I don't know how to rebuke that.
That's from A New Hope.
Believe so, yes.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at this thing. It says 0 BBY to 0 ABY Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope.
So But yeah,
Delightful.
I mean, like I said, I thought this was fantastic. I thought this episode was great. It's the fact that she's pulling out like paper star charts, and that is fantastic as well.
Awesome.
You know, I'm really interested to see how they go about it, what they go with, and where they go with it. So
I have a feeling that we didn't talk about her a lot, but I have a feeling that KB is going to be an anchor, like a legit anchor character. Because especially when she was talking to the owl, she's like, "I don't trust this dude." She's like, "But he's really hasn't really done anything necessarily wrong to like, for me to think otherwise." And I was like, "If you ever need my help, you give me a call." So I guarantee you, she'll be getting that phone line towards the end of the season.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Excuse me. Jeez.
But at least Jude Law is easy on the eyes. He could definitely be a Jedi. I could see him playing a Jedi somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think he's gonna break good.
Hopefully
He's gonna in the end he's gonna join the order.
I mean,
I
that's
see.
usually how it goes, right?
I don't. I think he's in it for himself, and he's gonna call it a day. That is what it is. He's support sensitive, and that's it.
Well, the only way he's going to jump ship is if they do something for him, and he's like, "Fuck, they went out on the limb. That it's only right that I do that." Or unless John, you're right, he completely goes a-hole. You never really know with Disney. I would love a good villain. I need a good, everybody always wins. Like that movie I was watching today, The Martian. I definitely did not expect that ending. I was really thinking he was just going to overshoot that whole fucking spaceship and just keep going into space. But I don't know. We're due for some shit. I want to see, the kids made a mistake. They should pay for it. Let's see them get into some shit.
Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you like what you saw here, make sure you're subscribed. We're trying to grow this channel and every single subscription helps. You know what else helps? Clicking that like button. Click that notification bell. That way every single time that we drop a new bit of content, you get notified about it. If you like these conversations and you want to see the full unedited versions of them, make sure you go over and check out the Random Things podcast. We go live every Thursday night and it gets crazy. We'll probably get canceled before we get too big.